All right, everybody. Welcome to another week of some Cincinnati Lions Apex action. Right now, we do have the Cincinnati Lions Orange being represented by Golden Striker 27, Void, YouTube, JS Legend. And then moving on, we also have Cincinnati Lions Black being represented by Ramadan, I Am Dingus, and Water. Whoa, Cincinnati Lions Black getting right into the action, having a contest right off the drop. We do have Water making the best happen. It has become a fist fight. Was able to knock down Yoking 1104. Some great maneuverability here, getting a second knock on lovely Leia. That was being assisted by Ramadan. Ramadan getting the final damage there. And this is looking fortunate for the Cincinnati Lions Black. If they're able to hunt down that third player, they might be able to get a nice 3 eliminations right off the bat. And it does look like that is what occurred. Wow, hardly 30 seconds into the match, and the Cincinnati Lions Black already showing a good amount of dominance in this match. 3 eliminations with Ramadan being the kill leader at the moment. If we go ahead and take a look at the map here, we can also check. We do have Cincinnati Lions Black over here on the eastern side of the map, hanging out at the clinic. And then Cincinnati Lions Orange. I'm looking for them right now. Where'd they go? I don't believe that they've been eliminated. We do have a fight going on there on the western portion of the map. Here they are. Here they are. Cincinnati Lions Orange hanging out down towards the Icarus location. They're going to be closer to rotating into zone, which does appear to be kind of shrinking in towards the southwestern portion of the map. Still sitting on 3 white shields. Cincinnati Lions Orange definitely looking to increase the quality of their loot that they have. And also, as always, please let me know how the audio is coming through. I have heard on this setup before that the game comes through a little overpowered. All right, we are continuing on with the loot from the Cincinnati Lions Orange. Looking here, looking like the observer mode is struggling a little bit with populating all the players. Does look like the next kind of fight that we might be seeing here from the Lions is going to be the Cincinnati Lions Black moving from Clinic into the Gardens. Now this team here is the Gnome Darts, one of the higher performing teams in the league so far. They're at the crafter here sitting with blue Purple on their shields. Definitely a great start for them. Potentially dangerous for the Cincinnati Black to be running into. But as the Cincinnati Lions Black are running towards this location from the east, it does look like the Gnome Darts are heading off of location towards the west of that garden location. So unlikely to run into each other here. Cincinnati Lions Black are going to be picking up the scraps, taking their turn on the crafter after getting some resources and moving forward from there. Currently only 3 teams setting up. Well, I guess 4 teams, Selfish Puppy being a solo in this match, setting up in zone. We do have the team over here, the Hydroponics, making their way in as well. We do have the ring slowly closing in. This is going to force some movements here from some of these teams. DJ Fort Pro likely to make contact here with the team that's sitting up there in the north. And we'll see how this looks going forward. So we'll go ahead and let's check out Cincinnati Lions Orange right now as they're rotating into zone and see how they're doing. All right. Golden Striker. JS Legend has been really enjoying the Conduit Legend as of late. We've been seeing that for, I believe, the entirety of the season. Bloodhound. All right, they are getting their loot improved here from the last time that we checked in with them. Cincinnati Lions Black are hitting that crafter as predicted. It's sitting at purple, blue. But they are stuck in the storm here, so they're going to have to be rotating quickly through this. And luckily, they do have an evac tower, and that's going to be able to get them a fast rotation towards where they want to go. We'll end up seeing where they end up landing, and if anyone is there prepared for them to show up. It does look like they're going to have a pretty uncontested rotate into the zone. Gnome Darts is still up to their north, likely to come in contact with this team here, but the next team that's closest to the Lions Black is going to be the Lions Orange. We might get some friendly Cincinnati on Cincinnati fire going on. Now we do have a little bit of a fight kind of developing down here with these teams. We'll go ahead and check it out. We have the Franklin Phoenix. Currently, I think #1 in the league, has had some very strong showings the past couple of weeks. It does look like they are happily taking an engagement. Misty and Quad trying to poke in behind the Horizon utilities being utilized here. Manoa jumping into the building and facing 2 players, does get knocked down. Utilizing his shield, they are going to be able to clean up that team. All right, so still some more players floating around. We got in the form of Flooper Kid and Black Belt. They aren't necessarily together, and this is the Shogun team. Might see if there's an opportunity there for them to recover banners and get kind of a recovery here of Agate Moth. All right, Cincinnati Lions Black coming into a fight with the Gnome Darts. Oh, and it looks like did they take them out? It looks like they did take them out. That is a great move from the Cincinnati Lions Black, as not only did they increase their KP, but they also knocked out one of the stronger teams in the lobby, preventing them from, securing additional points. Since in this season, how Apex is kind of scored is it is a cumulative scoring, right? So week over week, your consistent performance is what adds up into your overall season placement. So the more they can knock down these top teams, the better chance they have of bypassing them in the standings. This area familiar for many that play mixtape. And they're going to continue forward towards this terminal. Water's getting some shots off. They do have this team on the run at the moment. No shields for the player that's being pursued. We'll see if Dingus following Water, but Ramadan in a position in which can make something happen. Does get the down on Brabo Fraggins. Baribo Fraggins. Seems like some sort of wordplay on Bilbo Baggins, but I'm not entirely sure. Ramadan with another down on fade. Currently already a very high-scoring match for the Cincinnati Lions Black, and there's one teammate remaining, and he is going to go down. That was Mahungu Cakes. And that is going to give Ramadan the kill leader spot with 7 eliminations so far in this match. Cincinnati Lions Black for awareness is up here on the northernmost portion of the zone. Cincinnati Lions Orange now might be taking their opportunity to get into a fight. Not sure where Ojibo is going. Just hanging out all the way over here and going back. Okay, that's kind of fun to catch. But let's go ahead and take a check-in on our Cincinnati Lions Orange team as they are getting in contact with a team here. I don't believe that's the only team in the area as well. That is the Irvine team taking some pot shots at the Cincinnati Lions. There's Ojibo. I was wondering where the third player was. I guess Ojibo is a part of that Irvine team. And we'll keep an eye on this as they, as both these teams engage each other from quite a distance. JS Legend has a Sentinel. That is going to help in this long-range battle. The R99 and R301 for Void YouTube, and then Flatline and R99 for Golden Striker as well. I do believe the R99 has recently been patched to be a little bit weaker, you know, losing 1 damage on each of its rounds. But these players definitely still comfortable with the handling of that weapon and looking forward to getting some more damage. Not seeing a lot of damage output yet from the Cincinnati Lions Orange. They have been not necessarily getting in a lot of engagements, which isn't a bad thing. 7 squads remaining. There's still plenty of time as the zone shrinks and shrinks, and they get more and more condensed with these other teams. Cincinnati Lions Black looking like they're about to get into another fight and see if they can keep this just racking up of kill points going. All right, so they are going to initiate an engagement here. They got 2 players out in the open, wondering if there's a third nearby. Evac tower is going up from water. Can give them an opportunity for a quick rotation out of this spot. Ramadan going up high. Does seem to be cutting off this team. The entirety of the Cincinnati Lions Black actually moving forward. Looking to secure this location in this building. I think this is a good spot. It's going to force that team that they were just engaging to rotate into them. Now, they are getting some pot shots from another team off to the west. I do believe this is a different team. If we go ahead and check here. It is. They're taking pot shots from the Gnome Ants. Okay. And things have kind of quieted down as teams are securing their locations, playing for placement until the final engagements begin. All right, Cincinnati Lions Orange rotating around the southeastern portion of this zone, looking to try to get some advantageous positioning. Okay, Cincinnati Lions Black being pushed. Not sure where that player went. They did go down to the low side, and Water getting a ton of damage off. Does end up downing both Minky and Kaon. Is he going to get the third? He does, and Water getting 3 eliminations, wiping the entirety of that team. I believe that was the Irvine team. Is going to eliminate another squad, bringing it to 6 squads remaining in this match. And the Cincinnati Lions Black with a pretty dominating kill count so far. Cincinnati Lions Orange comfortably in the zone. We do have, who is this again? I think this is the Franklin Phoenix. This is the team to look out for, right? They've been able to kind of camp here, getting some damage off on this rotate. And they're in a pretty happy spot at the moment. They're in a pretty good location. Sitting with 5 eliminations at this point. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure. No, they're not shooting at the Cincinnati Lions Orange at the moment. They are shooting at the Gnome Ants. The Gnome Ants, their attention being taken by the Franklin Phoenix Not sure if they're aware that the Lions Black are coming up right behind them. So we're going to go ahead and keep an eye on the Lions Black, as I have no doubt they're going to push this location. We have some Arc Stars going out. We've got 2 reds and a purple shield for the Lions Black. Ramadan getting Arkham 509 knocked to the ground. And I believe they're going to start their push. They know where the players are at. And here they go, going for that close combat fight. Tons of damage coming out of Ramadan. Quick weapon swap is going to see this team get eliminated. And that has Ramadan with 10 eliminations so far for this match. Cincinnati Lions orange looking like they're getting in their own scrap. 2 purples and a gold shield for them. And we do have both Cincinnati teams in the top 5 of this match. JS Legend taking a lot of damage from the high ground there, but now able to reset while under this bridge. This looks like to be a pretty decent spot for the Cincinnati Lions Orange to maybe fight from, but at least reset from, as there's only 4 squads remaining. That leaves the 2 Cincinnati teams. We do have Slug Life, who I believe is a solo. No, came in as a duo, and that's from the Horde, the Hanover Horde, and then the Franklin Phoenix. Now, the Cincinnati Lions Orange in a good spot at this moment as the zone continues to close on them. And we'll see if the Cincinnati Lions Black can make anything happen with some long-range pot shots against the Franklin Phoenix. Absolutely huge scoring for the Cincinnati Lions Black, as they are sitting with a comfortable 15 eliminations in this match. All right, so Cincinnati Lions Black moving over into zone. They're going to land right here on top of this solo player, I believe Slug Life being the name. And they're just going to get shredded by the Cincinnati Lions Orange. I do believe the Cincinnati Lions Black and Orange are going to be making contact with each other at this point in time. Dingus taking down Golden Striker. So the Orange getting knocked out here. Let's go ahead and check real quick. Yeah, I think the Cincinnati Lions Orange have been eliminated. Cincinnati Lions Black coming into the fight with the Franklin Phoenix, and that leaves just Ramadan left for the Cincinnati Lions Black. I think there's only 4 players left in this match. That is Ramadan and the trio from the Franklin Phoenix. Now, the Franklin Phoenix, already sitting comfortable in the #1 spot in this league, are going to score a good amount of points for their placement points. But the eliminations from the Cincinnati Lions Black and a potential, I would argue, second place finish here, unless Ramadan can get a 3v1 knocked out, might put them actually ahead in the score front, right? So Franklin Phoenix is going to take the round 1 of this the first drop of this 2 drops today. Absolutely phenomenal play. We'll go ahead and look at the score screen here, see how everything kind of panned out with the scores, and we'll wait for the second drop. So the Franklin Phoenix did actually get a lot of eliminations in addition to their #1 slot. I think a lot of those eliminations coming at the end there with the Cincinnati Lions Black, but it's great to see the Lions Black and the Lions Orange both within the top 3, and the Black with 17 eliminations is pretty absurd. You know, that's almost 6 full teams in this relatively small lobby of only 14 squads. So we're gonna be we'll sit here, we'll watch this. We can look at the score screen. And coming up soon, we will have drop number 2, which will be the last drop today for the Apex players in this Week 5 Battle Royale series. All right, we are back for the second drop. Right now we do have Cincinnati Lions Orange taking up their location down here in the southeast portion of the map, kind of just southeast of the solar array. And then we also have Cincinnati Lions Black up here taking the clinic again and seeing a very similar kind of first ring behavior going on here. Now, what I will be curious most of all is how the Gnome Darts end up playing between the Cincinnati Lions Black. So many of the teams here do call their drops. As you can notice, a lot of the drops are very similar between all of the teams, and it's also well known who is where. And so it does look like the Cincinnati Lions Black are moving out early. We're going to go ahead and check and see here if they are going to get, if they're going to win this fight. I think this is a potential very heavy swing for the Lions Black. If the Lions Black lose here to the Gnome Darts, which is a very formidable team, this could make a lot of the work that they put in last round not matter much at all. So let's go ahead and see how this pans out. I do hear the doors. I do believe that the push is continuing, and it is. Gnome Darts looking to try to mitigate some of the score difference here and taking the risk on fighting the Lions Black early. Dingus getting a close fight, getting a lot of damage. Backed up by Ramadan is going to get the knock on Mr. Tiger Fox. Dr. Igneous has also been taken down by water. Where is that third player? Does look like Sandbean making a run for it, realizing, hey, now it's time to play for a little bit of placement, run away from this healthy trio of Lions Black players. And that is going to be a favorable outcome for the Lions Black. So very proud of them in that engagement. Good fight from them, and they're going to be able to have a good amount of mobility and space to loot and do whatever they need to do to rotate moving forward. Let's go ahead and check in on the Cincinnati Lions Orange. They do, to their northwest, have this team here, which is the Bearded Dragons. Not sure we saw them a whole lot during the last round. So we'll go ahead and get to see how this potential engagement goes between them and the Cincinnati Lions Orange. Chaotic down here on the southwestern portion of their drop is the closest to the Cincinnati Lions Orange. It does look like, he pinged the map, demonstrating a little bit of an awareness here that the Lions are there. Was able to pick up that Prowler in a Volt. Chaotic is definitely set up to be that close combat member of their team. All right, so we do have some of the pot shots going on from the Lions Orange. Let's go ahead and check in on them and see how this push ends up going. Blue, purple, gold. Ooh, the gold shield gone very quickly. JS Legend going down. This may not have been the push that they were hoping for. Chaotic takes Void YouTube down, and Golden Striker now having to pull back. Now, there is a respawn beacon here. If he's able to get the banners from Void and JS Legend eventually, then there will be a good opportunity for a respawn. So, Golden Striker, very strong player. I have no doubt is going to be able to evade his pursuers. But what I'm unsure about is whether or not he's going to be able to collect these banners and get this respawn off. Oh, here we go. Good. He's actually going to be able to get the revive here, apply some first aid to JS Legend. So going to make Cincinnati Lions Orange back to a duo. And now I actually like their chances. I like their chances of being able to go and get Void's banner and get the resurrect there if they so choose. Right now they're taking the moment to reset a little bit, but only 35 seconds remaining on that banner. We'll see if that ends up being a priority for them. And you know what? I don't think... No, the banner's right there, and there are two teams fighting in that area. This might be a little tough for them to get in and get but it does appear that the team is determining that it is worth the risk. 9 seconds remaining. Wouldn't be surprised here if we saw a Golden Striker utilize some of his Wraith, but only 3 seconds remaining. I don't think this is going to happen. So they are going to have to opt for crafting that banner if they want to get back up to a trio. Golden Striker kind of going on the offense here. Getting aggressive is followed by JS Legend. All right, it does look like they're just kind of hanging out, resetting. Now this is the Franklin Phoenix team that did win last round. And that is the team that the Cincinnati Lions Orange are kind of playing peekaboo with and trying to get a little bit secure in their positioning. Now, the Franklin Phoenix, you can see they did this kind of play last time in the sense that they kind of just held the center of the map. And if they play anything like they did the last round on this same building, we can probably expect them to hang out there for the rest of the game. So we'll go ahead and see how this goes. Also for awareness, the nearest like feasible crafting station for the Cincy Orange is way up here. If that's something that they're looking to do to potentially get Void back into the fight. So we'll go ahead and see how that kind of pans out. Right now we do have the Cincinnati Lions black, I think likely to get into a little bit of a skirmish here. Not sure which one of these players has the best visibility. Here we go. I do believe they identified one player down here in this tunnel, spraying at some of the mirages. Gosh, Conduit's temporary shields are just so powerful. Ramadan reaping the benefit of that. It does look like they're seeing the other team that they were in contact with, kind of taking this long portal back and forth. Lions Black in an interesting position. They are in a very densely populated area with even more teams about to come in, looking for some third-party opportunities. But we'll go ahead and see how the Cincy Black team is able to come out of this. It's an opportunity as well for them to get a lot of KP, which is definitely something that they need to do in order to kind of climb up the placement ladder. All right, they are rotating a little bit. Ramadan taking some damage from that grenade. A lot of long-range shots here from that Spitfire. Water playing forward. I'm not sure I actually ever see Water on Bloodhound. Usually a Bangalore player. Or Horizon, I think, sometimes as well. Cincy Orange still surviving, kind of rotating south. Just wanted to give them a quick check. All right, now here's what we were talking about earlier, right? So the Cincinnati Lions Black, they're playing that edge of that zone, waiting for these teams that have no choice but to be forced right into their kill zone. Now I think this is going to set them up for success as the damage just comes raining down from Ramadan. Ramadan does knock lovely Leia. Oh, and this is 2 teams, I believe. Ramadan, the kill leader again. And in the other side of the map, JS Legend actually getting a knock on Triangle XP12. Whoa. Almost getting knocked there. JS Legend hurting on both shields and health. All right, wanted to check there. I saw in the tag that Ramadan had downed one of the players. See Golden Striker downing a player too. Looks like the Lions Black not done cleaning up this area of all players. Go ahead and check in on the Orange again. Also in a fight, also in an engagement. There's a down player here. JS Legend going to pick that up. That was that triangle XP12 that he had downed earlier. Ramadan and Water both getting knocks as well. Both Cincinnati teams absolutely popping off at the moment. And here goes Ramadan chasing down this player and does take 0 out. And that is going to be a team wipe for the Cincinnati Lions Black. We also see a down going on the Franklin Phoenix. As unlike last game, they seem to be moving out. So Kaon downing Manoa. Now this is important for the Cincinnati Lions as they need the Franklin Phoenix to start getting knocked out in order for them to capitalize on the score and catch up. They have a pretty commanding lead on the season as a whole. And I think that's it. I think the Franklin Phoenix were knocked out. And we still have the Gnome Darts, another very strong team, but we have both the Cincinnati Lions Black and Cincinnati Lions Orange still in play. The Orange is still hanging out as a duo, but look at that ring shrink right on top of the Orange. And you know what? I think the Cincinnati Lions Orange are about to sneak up on this unknowing Gnomes Mowers team as they are just not paying attention to their rear. And I think the Lions Orange are going to be able to pop up on them. Cincy Orange coming in and cleaning this team up. Golden Striker trying to get some awareness, and that is going to be the team as Golden Striker takes down Prince Sloth, number 8. Another player rolls into the Cincinnati Lions Orange kill zone. JS Legend goes down, though. What was going as a positive engagement did end up seeing the Cincinnati Lions Orange knocked out, and that was by the Cincinnati Lions Black. So, Cincinnati Lions Black taking down the Orange. Sometimes it happens. Each team is an individual team. Able to take advantage of that third-party situation after the Orange had just finished up a fight and they were still sitting as a duo. I think, honestly, right now, this is very likely a Cincinnati Lions Black victory in this game. Now, I don't want to, cast or curse it or anything, but I am extremely excited for their positioning and what they are likely able to accomplish in this match. Ding is getting some long-range shots off, keeping this team pinned away from them. I love their positioning on this high wall. Lions back. Moving up on this team. I don't know where this Agati Moth is, but definitely hid from that whole Cincinnati Lions Orange and Black team engagement. Dingus getting a ton of damage in here. And I think that was it. I think the Lions Black just eliminated that team. Great play by the Lions Black. Currently, they are sitting at 15 KP. Last match, they had 17. They are getting so many points today. This has been the match that they have been working so hard for. What you don't see is how often these players are playing outside of practice, outside of these matches. They are putting in the work, and it is definitely showing with both of these drops being extremely high scoring. So, Lions Black, I think they finally found Agati Moth. Agati Moth actually downing Water, but Ramadan cleaning him up quickly after. We're going to get that revive on. They're going to be able to reset, no problem. Plenty of kill boxes laying around for any type of batteries or shields that are likely inside. And now they're on the high ground. They're on the high ground as we're approaching a very small zone. And who's left? We have the Gnome Darts and we have Selfish Puppy. And I think this might be the deciding engagement here. We have the Gnome Darts and the Cincinnati Lions Black. And the amount of damage that Ramadan is getting off here is just absurd. I'm wondering, I think what we're going to see is the Lions Black is going to wait until they get one of the gnome darts knocked. And I think as soon as we see that knock occur, they are going to push in force. Now, Ramadan heading down here. Definitely having to use a little bit of this med kit to get back up to health. Dingus sitting pretty low on shields as well, but does pop off that shield battery and is good to go. And now they're looking for a rotation. So Lions Black looking to potentially rotate towards this western side is going to put them in engagement range of Selfish Puppy. Might be another opportunity for a KP. Ramadan did go down, though, just behind this map. Getting a revive. This is getting a little bit stressful for the Lions Black as Ramadan goes down again. Getting behind this cover. I think the storm is going to go away here. Opting for the low ground. I think this is a better idea. I think this is going to provide a bit more cover. Oh, but we are seeing the gnome darts actually initiate their push. This could be devastating for the Lions Black. We have water up top and Dingus down low. And they have temporarily kind of deprioritized getting Ramadan back in this fight. Now, Dingus taking the moment to make it happen. But Dr. Igneous and Selfish Puppy coming up from the rear. I don't know if they knew Selfish Puppy was there. Dingus in a precarious situation here. If Dingus goes down and doesn't get this revive off, it is going to leave it to just Water can't aim. And that's where we're at. So Water, last remaining player for the Lions Black, is facing off against both Selfish Puppy and